let's get into fucks given. All right, so so we've combined everything with fucks given is into like an overall review, beginning with what we would change and then what we love about it and what our overall like score is 1 through 5.
All right, what would we change? Now, for me, if you talk about this film, what would I change? Nothing.
Okay. I have a statement prepared. I wish it would have made a more distinct connection between Arthur Fleck and the Joker we know, the Joker we came to see. This is my same issue that I took with Cruella.
DeVille?
Yeah.
The fuck are you doing?
The Emma Stone movie. Because it's it's in the same vein as these like origin stories, prequels for villains. And Cruella did the same thing. These movies are sold to us as origin stories for characters that we know, but the movies attempt to rewrite the future that has already been written in Batman or 101 Dalmatians to satisfy this new origin story. It doesn't work like that. We came to see how the Joker became the Joker, not some dude who called himself Joker and maybe inspired the Joker that we came to know. We came to see how this crazy dog-skinning bitch from 101 Dalmatians could possibly get an origin story that inspires some sort of redemption or empathy for her character. Joker, much like Cruella, could easily be standalone movies that have nothing to do with any franchises or any recognizable character names. Just, they'd still be great stories on their own, arguably even better, if you ask me. But it's like the studios find it safer because these like origin stories, prequels, they're like all the rave right now. So let's attach something with name recognition, with some brand recognition, and like currency as far as nostalgia goes to this story, like about this dude that goes crazy and kills a talk show host. How much more assets can we get in the seats if we call him the Joker? Or this woman that's obsessed with fashion and takes on this other fashionista. How many more assets could we get in the seats if we call her Cruella and make people believe we're going to tell them how a young Cruella turned into the bitch we know in 101 Dalmatians? I just think it's kind of
I request elaboration. I do have one thing I would change.
Okay.
Your opinion. Now, because seriously, I'm just jump right into it. You're wrong, and the reason why I say
it's a great movie.
No, you're wrong about your theory because you brought this is the second or third time you brought this up. He is Joker. I did the animated series like you did, and
Wait, is he Joker? Or is he the Joker?
He's the Joker, but what it is, you said is they gave you exactly what you asked for, and that's why I'm using your own argument. They came to show you this is him maybe it been apropos would have been titled Arthur becoming him or something like that, but this is him becoming Joker. This is the prequel because every comic book has always said that he's this mentally disturbed guy, this, that, and the other. And even in The Dark Knight, he's like, I think me and you are destined to do this forever. We need to go around. If I didn't have you, I would know what to do. I was like a dog. Like, so in each iteration, they're just showing you, okay, if we're going to show you the maniac, let us show you how this happened. The Joker's real name is Society's Bastard. Society, and what the real message is, if society doesn't get their shit together, they're going to be more Arthur Flecks, and they're going to keep going and keep going. The Purge is nothing but a whole bunch of Arthur Flecks in the future. Yeah. That's all that it is. So you did get what you came to see. Joke's on you, not you with them. That is what this is. You want to know how I got these scars? Yeah, bitch, I rose from the ashes. When I did this, that's how I got them. You know how he got those scars? When he said no more medicine. When his mom lied to him. When he thought that was his daddy. When he said, you're not funny, happy. When those kids beat his ass. Those are his scars. They took us back. So that is this movie. That's why I wouldn't change a goddamn thing.
I agree with everything you said.
Okay.
I'll say most of the negative things that I've had to say about the movie are more or less just me kind of playing devil's advocate, as far as like I can easily see both sides, and I agree. Like it's when you consider the fact that it's him making up this whole story, it's a fictional tale concocted by the Joker. That you don't really know what you can believe about his origin story. I think it works perfectly, and it actually does serve as a very unique origin story. I give the movie a 3.75. It's almost a 4. It's a damn near perfect film, but it also plays it safe. There's nothing really special, I know it's kind of ironic saying this movie plays it safe when they had to jump through hoops and fight tooth and nail to get this movie made, to prove to get studios to take a chance on an R-rated film about the Joker. But it still plays it safe at the end of the day. There's nothing really special or innovative about it as far as I'm concerned. It borrows a proven aesthetic from gritty films that came before it, almost to a level of being borderline paint by number. It glosses over important subject matter, but acts more like an interpretive piece of poetry than a well-thought essay. It passes the buck to the audience to determine what it wants to say. In many ways, this makes it a great piece of art, creating something totally engaging while remaining subjective for the viewer, but it's also kind of a cop-out in the writer's room that could be perceived as, we know these things are important, so we want to address them, but we aren't really sure of how to address them or what we actually want to say about them, so you guys decide for us. So you get these vague generalizations that leaves an arguably dangerous number of blanks for the audience to fill in and make their own assessments as far as what's going on. However, the plus side, the positive, is Todd Phillips made the film he set out to make, and that is to be respected. He, based on interviews that you see with him, what he was inspired by, what he set out to do, he nailed the vision that he set out for. Joaquin Phoenix takes the task of bringing Joker to life very seriously. Like it is, like he treated this like not like a comic book film, like not like a comic book character. He elevated it, and it shows in his award-winning performance. The violence is expected and blindsiding at the same time, which I think is really it's tough to pull off, and they do it. The pacing is deliberate and calm when it needs to be, without feeling like a lull in the movie. You still feel like something is coming. Like there's this impending doom, even when things are moving at a slow pace, and then things ramp up. Like you spend the movie like watching these dominoes get set up, and then it like seamlessly increases the acceleration of the pacing, and before you know it, all the dominoes are being knocked over as it ramps up to the climax, and it's got a really nice flow to it. Even though the cinematography is like borderline ripping off like these gritty movies that are in the same vein of it, I still think it looks great, it sounds great, and so I think it's a solid 3.75 for me.
Okay, I am going to give the film a 4.8.
3.75, 4.8. So why?
4.8 because of the fact that just at the very moment while you were speaking, I did think of one thing that I know I said the other thing I would have changed was your opinion, but the reason why I now think I had this film at a different rating before, but now I will give it a 4.8 because I would have even loved. Granted, I'm taking 2 points off probably from marketing, because now that I think about it, I don't know who decided to do this, but it probably was some talking suits. I don't know, but if this film would have been titled Arthur, then or either Losing Arthur or something like, or just Arthur. But when we see the film, we know that, this is the prequel to the Joker. We know Arthur Flex becomes Joker. Mm-hmm. And because we only get Joker for like really the last, 10 minutes of the film. So if it's called Arthur, you now see that Arthur becomes Joker. So then we don't have the comparison anymore. It's like, who's the best Joker ever? It's still Heath Ledger. Who's the best Arthur ever? It's Joaquin Phoenix.
So you're giving it a 4.6?
4.8.
I thought you dropped it down to.
That was from the 5.
Okay.
From earlier.
Okay. 4.8. All right. 4.8, so that gives it a total of 8.55, and which would give it an average. The official TTFT score is 4.27. 4.27. So about 4 1/4. Or even 4 1/4.
All right. So guys.
So 4 1/4 for Joker. That's our flying fucks. The first flying fucks given. 4 1/4.